Alright, hello everyone. So in today's video, we will be looking at this thing called mole ratio. So we should have actually already learned how to balance chemical equations. And when you balance chemical equations, you realize that, let's take for example, you balance chemical equations by writing the number as a coefficient at the front of the chemical formula. So let's see what it means, okay? So when we look at the first, this chemical equation over here, we have magnesium, Mg, reacting with HCl to form magnesium chloride, which is MgCl2, and hydrogen gas, H2. Now, because we on the right side, we have two Cl atoms. So on the left side, we have, in order to balance the chemical equation, we need to put the 2 in front of the HCl. So this means that the mole ratio from the balanced chemical equation is actually 1 mole of Mg reacting with 2 moles of HCl to form 1 mole of MgCl2 to form 1 mole of H2. So we can see that actually this comes from the numbers that are coefficient in the balanced chemical equation. So that's why a balanced chemical equation is always very important. So what does that mean? This is actually a ratio that I must react 1 is to 2 is to 1 is to 1. Okay, so in this example, first we say that if I'm given 2 moles of magnesium, that means this one over here bolded is 2 moles. Now, ratio 1 is to 2 is the same as 2 is to 4. So that means if I have 2 moles of Mg, I need to react with 4 moles of HCl. That is given by the ratio. If I have 2 moles of Mg, I can produce a maximum number of 2 moles of MgCl2. Or if I have 2 moles of Mg, I can produce a maximum of 2 moles of H2. Right? So let's try the next question. So if they say that if 3 moles of hydrogen is produced, right? This is the same chemical equation, so the ratio is the same, right? But now, instead of 2 moles of magnesium, I said that I produce 3 moles of hydrogen. So this is 3. So let's see, if I have 3 moles of hydrogen, how many moles of Mg do I need? So I can see that the ratio of Mg to H2 is 1 is to 1. So H2 now is 3. So Mg, I will need 3 moles. This would be the ratio. How many moles of HCl do I need? So since the ratio of HCl to H2 is 2 is to 1, right? So the amount or the number of moles of HCl needed now is 6 moles. Because 2 is to 1, and then now I change the 1 is 3, so then I made it is to 6 moles. So if I form 3 moles of H2, I will also form 3 moles of MgCl2. Right? Okay, so now let's up the question a little bit. If I use 36.5 grams of hydrogen chloride, that means HCl here is 36.5 grams. So the first thing I need to find out is what is the number of moles of HCl. So we should know that number of moles of HCl, we can calculate it using the molar mass because I'm given the mass 36.5. So I know that 1 mole of HCl is equals to 35.5 plus 1 is equals to 36.5 grams. That is the molar mass of HCl. Okay, so if 1 mole of HCl is 36.5 grams, if I use 36.5 grams of hydrogen chloride, how many moles of hydrogen chloride did I use? So over here, we should be able to see that I use 1 mole of HCl. So 1 mole here. So if I use 1 mole of HCl, how much Mg do I need? So you can see that the Mg to HCl ratio is 1 is to 2. But now my HCl is 1 mole. So how many moles of Mg do I need? Yep, divide it by 2. And therefore I need 0.5 mole. If I use 36.5 grams of hydrogen chloride, right? How many moles of MgCl2 do I need? Well, I will need 0.5 moles. And how many moles of H2 do I form? 0.5 moles. Alright, so over here, mole ratio is a very, very important concept that you must understand, and therefore you will need to actually go and practice it for a while before you move on to the next lesson. Okay, all the best. Bye bye.